Welcome to today's explainer. We are setting up a literal, high-stakes, one-on-one combat event between two of nature's most well-armed flying insects. Oh yeah, we are talking two competitors, two stingers, 6 legs apiece, and absolutely zero intention of backing down. So who takes the crown in a fight, the wasp or the bumblebee? I'll be honest, putting this explainer together caused a massive debate between us. I am proudly stepping up as the captain of Team Bumblebee today, and I am completely 100% all in on Team Wasp. So we're going to break down the biology, the weapons, and the raw stats to see what really happens when these two throw down.
To settle this once and for all, here is our official fight card for today.
Right. We'll start with the stare down and the rules. Weigh out their size and raw power, check out the weapons of the trade, enter the combat zone, and finally deliver the final verdict.
Let's get right into it.
Section 1. The stare down and rules. Now, before we just let these two loose, we really need to lay down some ground rules.
For sure. There are thousands of different species out there, right? So to make this a fair fight, we're standardizing our competitors. We are looking at 2 healthy adults of roughly the same size.
Exactly. No colony swarms to help out, no backup, no running away. Just a pure one-on-one matchup. So picture the bumblebee entering the ring. You're looking at this big, fuzzy, heavy-bodied insect. Honestly, it looks like somebody took a teddy bear and just gave it wings.
Okay, sure, but then the wasp flies in. It does not have that fluffy, cute armor. It is incredibly slim, extremely fast, and visibly packing some serious mandibles and a stinger. Let's just say it looks way less interested in cuddling than your guy.
Okay, moving on to Section 2, size and raw power. Let's see how these stats actually build up our fighters' profiles, because standardizing them really highlights their biological advantages. Look, please do not underestimate that fuzzy shape. A bumblebee is definitely not just a little ball of hair. Underneath all that fuzz is a really thick, muscular body built around insanely powerful flight muscles. When you match up the raw physical strength of two similarly sized insects, the bumblebee actually has a major advantage. I'm calling it right now, this thing is a flying tank.
All right, but raw strength is not everything in the insect kingdom. Let's shift our focus to Section 3 and check out the specific biological weaponry each fighter is bringing to the table, the weapons of the trade. First up, let's talk about the jaws. So both of these insects have mandibles, but they use them in completely different ways. Bumblebees spend most of their lives just peacefully collecting nectar and pollen. I mean, they can bite to defend themselves, sure.
Right, but hold on. A wasp's entire lifestyle is different. These guys are active, aggressive hunters. They use their mandibles for capturing live prey and close combat processing. Your contestant literally spends the day visiting flowers, while mine spends the day hunting other insects. For close combat biting, the advantage easily goes to the wasp.
But now for the main event, the stingers. And look, we all know bees can only sting once, right? Your flying tank uses its weapon, loses its stinger, and then dies. So game over.
Wait, do you actually think the fluffy teddy bear can only sting once?
Yeah, doesn't it?
Oh, I absolutely love debunking this myth. A bumblebee is completely different from a worker honeybee. Its stinger is smooth, so it does not get lodged in human skin. That means it can strike repeatedly. The flying tank is fully armed, my friend.
Wow, okay. Actually didn't know that. Well, regardless, the wasp also has a smooth stinger that it can use over and over. So neither fighter is going to be limited to just one shot here. All right, enough stats. It is officially time for the main event. Welcome to Section 4, entering the combat zone.
Woo! The imaginary bell rings. We are about to witness the speed, agility, and explosive first contact of these two biological marvels.
Immediately, right out of the gate, you have to look at the wasp's agility. Now, bumblebees are powerful flyers for sure, but the wasp is an extremely agile hunter. It's basically a slow, heavyweight fighter swinging at the air, while a nimble, lightweight fighter easily changes angles. Your bumblebee might try to charge, but my wasp is just going to dart sideways. Combat agility definitely goes to the wasp. You have to actually catch it to hit it.
Okay, let's call this first grapple play-by-play. The bumblebee charges forward, and the wasp just darts sideways to evade it.
But they collide in midair. And this is exactly where the bumblebee's raw strength pays off. It uses its much heavier, muscular body to completely overpower the agile wasp. Yes, the bumblebee literally pins the darting wasp right underneath its heavy body.
Okay, they're wrestling. But in an insect fight, just having a stinger isn't enough. You actually have to penetrate your enemy's armor. And, I literally can't believe I'm about to say this out loud. The wasp actually can't get a clean sting through that incredibly thick fur to hit a smooth target.
Go on, say it. Say the line.
Fine. Fluff is a weapon. The bumblebee's thick fuzz is basically acting as defensive armor here. It is incredibly hard for the wasp to get past it.
See? The bumblebee fights back aggressively. It's twisting, it's pushing, it's biting. Oh, it curls its abdomen. It's getting closer. It's literally going to end the fight right here. Come on, get out of there. Yes! At the very last possible second, the wasp's superior agility saves it, and it barely manages to break free. Both insects separate and take back to the air. Man, that was way too close.
All right, so the crucial point right now becomes endurance. Combat drains enormous amounts of energy. Flying, grappling, escaping, and attacking, it's all completely exhausting. Well, good thing the bumblebee has incredible flight muscles. That's true, but you gotta remember, this isn't some relaxed pollination marathon. This is high-stakes, life-or-death combat. Your heavy flying tank is getting tired, and as this duel drags on, every single passing second swings the momentum right back to the combat-oriented wasp.
Look, the wasp is circling again, attacking from the blind side. They crash to the ground, but this time, the wasp completely avoids getting pinned. It leverages all that predatory experience and clamps its mandibles down hard.
Oh no. Wait.
Yes, the wasp curls its abdomen right underneath the bumblebee's fluff and finally lands a massive, decisive sting.
Oh man, the venom takes effect immediately. The bumblebee jerks away, but you can see its movements are starting to slow down. It just can't effectively counterattack anymore.
Exactly. The wasp keeps total control of the engagement, and that's game.
Well, the duel is over, which finally brings us to Section 5, the final verdict.
Can I get a drum roll, please?
In our standardized one-on-one combat scenario, the ultimate winner of this imaginary matchup is the wasp.
All right, fair play. Let's transition into exactly why that is, because we also need to cover some incredibly important biological and scientific caveats about this outcome.
Let's check out the final scoreboard that scientifically justifies this victory. Body power goes to the bumblebee. Fuzz protection goes to the bumblebee. But look at the rest of the board. Mandibles, wasp, stinger, that's a tie. Combat agility and predatory equipment, wasp. My fighter just brings a vastly superior combination of agility, repeated stinging, and real-world close combat experience.
Whatever. As the loyal captain of Team Bumblebee, I am officially and bitterly demanding a flower pollination rematch. My Bumblebee wins that by a ridiculous margin.
Hey, fair enough, but in one-on-one combat, the advantage definitively goes to the wasp. Hang on, though. If you're out there looking for a definitive statistic right now, something like, oh, the wasp wins 73.6% of the time, I have to stop you right there. Yeah, totally. A clean, universally precise win rate statistic like 73.6% simply does not exist in real science. Exactly. We have to debunk this whole idea of absolute certainty in nature. Because in biology, context is literally everything.
Just look at the variables that can completely change the outcome of a fight like this. Like, if you put a smaller wasp up against a massive queen bumblebee, suddenly the bumblebee has this huge size advantage and absolutely crushes the wasp. The outcome completely flips.
Very true. Environment matters too. Temperature matters a lot. Bumblebees are incredibly efficient in the cold. Health, age, and frankly, whoever just happens to land the very first successful sting can dictate the entire fight. We gave the wasp the win today based on average, similarly sized adults. But remember, biology is never perfectly predictable.
So, what do you all think? Did the wasp actually deserve the win today? Or was my heavily armored flying tank completely robbed? We really want to know, were you Team Wasp or Team Bumblebee going into this? And more importantly, knowing just how much size, weaponry, and environment actually matter in nature based on real insect biology, who do you think should enter the ring and fight next? Seriously, let us know your dream matchups. Thanks for exploring this duel with us today. Keep asking questions, and we will catch you in the next Explainer.